Hi, Roses. I'm Rosie, the psychic reader at the Psychic Ward, and roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm actually reading the energy, not just riding the waves like some people do. If that's something you can connect to, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the playlist. The playlist is called Observing a Pattern. And I'm gonna get into this energy of God creating a special haven for you that your enemies and your haters can't go. I don't know. I feel like if you're resonating with this, like something one is happening with my speech. Like everything just feels lazy. There's also a lot going on around with the snow and everything. So I feel it's just like this over aggression, this over aggressive energy that it just is really antagonizing to work around. So I don't know if you're connecting to that as well. So there's steadfast coming out, someone who's very committed to you. Like, it feels like what's happening here is you reached a new place that's like undeveloped or underdeveloped, and your energy might have spread out over this territory, and so people connected to you, people connected to your energy. So it wasn't just you alone by yourself. You have to realize that you're still in control, but people are definitely swinging. I don't want to say balls, but I don't know if I'm going to speak like that. Like someone swinging from your balls. I don't know. Mature. We have mature here, focused. Something's definitely happened. Like, I don't know, this channel, I'm going to have to just let it go and let it happen the way it's happening. I'm trying to be more reserved, but it feels like it wants to be very mature, like the language here. So I'm just going to let it out as it happens. Eventually, it may be like an 18 plus type of channel. I don't know. Okay, so we have objective here. And also, like, there's a vibe here of wanting to give up or give in. Don't do that. Don't give in. It doesn't matter how hard it is. You fight to the last drop. Whoever needs to hear this, like, don't give in. Because even if you give in, you're going to still have to fight. So then you see self-confidence. You might as well fight while you're still on top. Because the last reading was like, let them win every now and again. I'm just like, is that the devil or what? Because I really wasn't resonating with that, letting people win. But then at the same time, it could be part of your strategy. Like, if you let them get comfortable, then they'll get weak. They won't even know how to challenge you. Whereas though, if you keep fighting them, they may get stronger. They may build up a tolerance and immunity, just like a pest. Like how pests, when you spray them, they get stronger. They learn how to adapt to the environment. So that could be part of the strategy, but let's get into this energy. I also feel like honesty is very important. Staying close to God is very important. Not being ashamed of who you are is very important. Whoever that is. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. Okay, so you have steadfast. Like with the situation with Jonah did not want to save nobody. And also I'm getting something about a gay guy. So it's going to have to be some love there, because I'm always picking up on gay guys. All right, so Jonah did not want to save anybody. Even if people were looking at him like a savior, and everything that he had to say was like hitting home with everybody listening, he didn't want anybody to know God. And he was very pissed about that from the beginning. That's why he got swallowed by the whale. And these are all stories. If you don't believe it, if you don't believe a man can live in a well for 3 days, you're not the only one. But that's a story. I believe anything is possible. But that's what it took to get him to go and preach this word to these people. And they believed. And he was mad. So I feel like someone could be in that energy. Like there's a commitment here that was forced. Like you were forced to do this job. I'm also getting some double energy here. I just dropped my cards, so I'm just gonna pick these cards up. But I'm getting some devil energy here. Like, you don't like these people at all, but they're getting something from you. They're learning something about themselves. They're becoming better people. I don't feel like you want that to happen. Whoever's resonating with this is like, this is grown energy. It's like you just want your family. You just want to support your family. But people around you are like, oh, that's a good guy. Like, if this is a guy that I'm talking to or a woman, it's like you just want your family for your, you just want your love for your own family. But it's like everybody's trying to get a piece of you. And I'm also getting that vibe like it's happening at work. Like they're trying to keep you around and keep you doing all these jobs that you're not really responsible for. Like your job is your home. Because the people that you're helping, they don't have family. If that's the case, that's why I feel like they don't really have family. Even if they live with other people, that it's not like a loving situation. So they love to them is life, and that's what they don't, you're giving them life, but at the same time they can't pay for your love, so they might want to steal it. And that's what it feels like the forcedness is coming from. Like, you cannot force me to love you, but God can force you to do anything if you believe in God. I don't even feel like you really have to believe, because you have people who like, if you believe, you know how God forces people to do things. Like, people get in car accidents, people do all types of stuff, like where you have to say, okay, I'll do it. Just like Jonah got swallowed by a whale. So it feels like someone is being put through all of these hard, trying, toxic situations where you just like, no, I'm never going to love this person. I'm never going to love these people. Do your worst. And then there's a point where you're like, okay, all right, whatever. I'll just love them. It's like the living with these people and hating these people is worse than loving them. So just go ahead and love them. And that's your power. Like, if you was waiting on something, some type of payment, you're more powerful than anybody has ever seen. So you can love yourself as well with that same love you love your enemies. I just thinking about how powerful that is. It's like, it makes you want to love more enemies, because you literally can do no wrong to yourself. That's how much you love yourself. The confidence here, you have so much confidence. I'm licking my lips right now. Like, that's crazy. People want to be like you. Like, reading this energy is truly an honor. I feel like people really set up their life to be like you. Like, you're a model. They put your picture next to the mirror and they say, okay, like every day I'm just gonna look at this picture until I start to look like this person. Look at the mirror, look at the picture, and that's you. They got you next to the mirror. So I feel like you've built up a callous against this, because it could have agitated you, because you didn't want these people to turn into you, especially at the rate that they're going, because I don't feel like it's taking them long at all. Maybe you spent your whole life, obviously spent your whole life becoming who you are, and it's something you have to do every day, every second of the day is be yourself. But these people is like just rapidly turn into you like an AI. Like, they just put on a filter and become you, and that could be irritating. But they're so happy wearing your mask. But I feel like once you realize that you also have access to them, then you can kind of feel some of that joy. Like, yeah, they wear your mask, but I don't know how to make it more like something that isn't as spiritual as you just siphoning their energy. But it's like they have to pay for that mask, or they have to pay for the privilege or the right, or whatever the case is. But you definitely get to siphon some of their energy and see just how amazing you make them feel. So there is an energetic exchange here. They're not stealing nothing from you. They think they're stealing from you, and that's probably why they're so happy. But you genuinely do get rewarded in turn for everything you let go of, just like Job comes back to you, because you're letting go of your love love comes back to you. Some people have to let go of their hatred, and they have more of a reason to hold on to it because it's just hate that's going to come back and splash in their face and backfire. But when it's love that you have to let go of and let other people feel your love, then you get to feel it too. I don't know, but somebody is like cringing. I feel so much cringe right now. So there's 3 of air. Like, these people really do not deserve you. And I feel like everybody can agree. They know they don't deserve you, and that's why they try to steal your energy. So, and you are somebody who has only gotten finer with time. Yeah, like you're like a fine wine. So you have Queen of Earth here. Gracious, practical, and I didn't even know I had that card in my hand, but I am getting something like black don't crack type of energy. Like, the older you get, the more beautiful you are, and everybody can agree. And also the people around you just don't have that luxury or privilege. It's like aging like milk. Wine came up a few times. God turning water into wine. So that's what they're doing when they put on your face. They feel like they're losing like 50 years of pain. They feel like they're getting younger. They feel like they're more attractive, more beautiful, more successful, even though, you know, the truth. Okay. So then you have 6 of Earth and strength here, because ultimately it's coming back to you. You've got to love yourself enough to be okay being surrounded by doppelgangers and copycats and people who don't have no other way to say you're beautiful besides trying to be like you, flatter you. Just like, it's got to be like they're flattering you. It's irritating is the vibe I'm getting, if I'm being honest. But I feel like at some point you're going to move to a place where people have been through what you've been through, and it's like you all can laugh about it. Like, you all went through this, and it is kind of funny. Like, a few years down the line, when you finally connect with your soul tribe, and it's like, okay, I understand that joke because I've been through it.